Welcome back to Anthony Lee Raw. Guys, just a quick update on Bitcoin for the month of July. Let you know what's happened so far and what we can look for the rest of the month. I'm looking at Bitcoin here on our monthly July stats. We put this chart out, this prediction out on June 29th. And if you're unfamiliar, every single month towards the month's end, we put out a prediction video for the following month. And what I've done is track the entire life of Bitcoin, and I've charted each individual month, and I've gone through and tried to find trends. I've tracked the wick high, wick low, high date, low date, all the relevant stats, and I try to find how Bitcoin behaves within a particular month. And if there's a trend, then we base a prediction off of that. And this was our prediction so far. We predicted that Bitcoin would open up with a move to the downside. Sorry about that, guys. With a move to the downside, which we got correct. It didn't come as low as we had looked for, but that's okay. And then we literally called this up until the 8th. We literally said the 8th we would look for a pullback. We called it a dip, then rip. And that's exactly what we're looking for. Now, the historical stats call for this type of high to be reached, but I personally predicted about 70K-ish. So this shaded box was my personal, although the historical stats would suggest that Bitcoin would head up this high. We'll see how that turns out. Only time will tell there. But so far, this is playing out exact. Let's throw on Damien, the Damien indicator, and see what we're looking at there. We did get Damien and Bjorn to fire off. Here you can see our, let me remove this green arrow real quick. I'll show you a couple of trades that we took. So Damien fired off down here at the low. We had Damien, which is our divergence indicator. It measures 11 different indicators, and it gives you a signal when you have certain indicators fire off, and it tells you how many divergences are present and confirmed. Like on this signal, we had 5 divergences present, right? On this one, we had 9. However, on Bjorn, on this first one, I did not take this trade because Bjorn down below is a measure of volatility, BBWP. When this signal fired off, Bjorn was headed down. So I just don't like to take those trades, although it was a profitable trade. All in all, if you would have taken that trade, you could have gotten about a 5% move on Bitcoin. However, I did take the second move because Bjorn was headed up during that time. You can see here, I'll show you down below. If we trace, I'll throw a vertical line on there so you can see it. By the time we got the signal right there, BBWP or Bjorn indicator down below was headed up. That means volatility is headed up, not price. It means volatility. And Damien up above, which is our divergence signal, when it fired off, it let me know that we had bullish divergences. And Bjorn down below let me know that it was going to play out aggressively. So I did take this long. I have realized over $7,000 on that trade, and I'm not trading with a huge account, guys. Anybody could do this, but this is a big move so far. From the time we got the signal to the current high, Bitcoin has moved up about 13%. We did get a short signal fire off yesterday, which I did take. The reason I took this short trade was, again, down below. At the time the signal fired off, Bjorn was headed up. Volatility was headed up. See, this is what I mean. It does not mean price is headed up. It just means the aggressiveness with the move is headed up, okay? And at the time we got the signal, I did take the short trade. I am still in that short trade. I'm still in the long trade as well. But here's the short trade. I've realized over $1,100 profit on that trade just taken yesterday. I don't know that this trade is going to play out much more because, as you can see here, let me zoom in on Bjorn. Volatility has just ticked sideways. Okay, and if we go look at other time frames like the daily, you can see Bjorn volatility is headed down. 2 daily, Bjorn is down low. So that means volatility is kind of cooling off here. So what I would anticipate is you can maybe see a little more downside and sideways price action like this. That's typically what that means whenever Bjorn is cooling off, something like this before another attempt up. As long as we are holding the low from Sunday, Monday, right here around, let's call it 62K, as long as we are holding that low, guys, then further upside is expected. So you could range all the way down in here somewhere and still maintain your bullish posture. So I do expect continued upside. I am in the short trade, although I don't expect much out of it because, again, volatility on the signal that I've volatility on the signal that I took it on has just ticked sideways, and on the higher time frames it is angled down. So usually just means a consolidation period. Now, we do have to watch this. This is not a guaranteed, okay? You have to watch it. It's not just a set it and forget it. If this should happen to tick back up, guys, if volatility, which is the multicolor line, should happen to tick back up, while this gray line stochastic is headed down, then we could expect further continuation to the downside. But as it sits right now on all relevant time frames, this is looking like just a little sideways consolidation before a move back higher. I do fully expect this high at a minimum to get taken out right here, which is around 67.3, somewhere in there, depending on the exchange you're looking on, but I actually expect a little bit higher. I think you're going to come on into the point of control, which is a little bit higher. So this is what I'm looking for, guys. I'm looking for a move up to around 70K, at a bare minimum 67.5K. Little consolidation period here. We are in the trades. These two indicators, the Damien indicator and the Bjorn indicator, you can get on AnthonyLeeRaw.com. You cannot search and get for these, but you can come over to the website, AnthonyLeeRaw.com, and right under the indicators tab, you can buy both of these indicators. I will link a comment down below and in the description of the video. Come get these indicators. They are literally all you will ever need. Just glance at them again. You can see how well they play out, guys. Just big time. Let me go to the daily time frame and get a better view. Just big time indicators. Here's the weekly, guys. These things really nail it. They can't be wrong. They're not wrong. They literally just identify divergences. Instead of having 15 indicators on your chart like RSI, MACD, momentum, volatility, all that stuff to show you multiple areas of divergences, this one gets it all, guys. It literally shows you 11 different metrics right here: stochastic, RSI, momentum, OBV, money flow, all that good stuff. And if it's too busy with the lines, just toggle the lines off. Boom, right there. Lines are off. A little bit cleaner chart there. So go get it, AnthonyLeeRaw.com. This has been your Bitcoin update. We're looking for a little bit more of a dip than rip to play out, and I will see you guys next time.